what are we going to talk about today? Fighting truth decay and the biggest real estate myth I know. It's all about the myth of the official record for square footage, and this has been going on since the early 90s, and I'm afraid it's getting worse instead of better. But once upon a time, long, long ago, there was a tall tale repeated throughout the real estate industry, and it was repeated so very often that you know what's going to happen when it's repeated enough. Most agents, underwriters, home buyers, and sellers all assumed it to be the truth until one day a new, very curious appraiser came along. He was a realtor first, then an appraiser, and he uncovered the truth about square footage. He discovered that tax departments didn't need precise square footage information at all, really, and that the official record wasn't very official at all. That was a made-up official record term altogether. He also discovered that when realtors and appraisers use this so-called official record, they can easily price real estate wrong, and sometimes we're talking by huge amounts here. This myth has really caused real estate agents and appraisers, for that matter, to over and sometimes underprice homes. And this stuff is not new, guys. It's been going on for decades. This appraiser, he gathered proof about what a huge difference it made in real estate prices to use the one true size of a home. This is 2021. And in this year, the fact is that we live in a price per square foot world. That's not my opinion. That is the facts of the real estate industry. Well, until that changes, a home size is always going to be extremely important to getting the price right. Well, after learning what a huge problem this was for consumer protection, this appraiser also learned that the best solution was to have all homes measured according to a standard of measurement. America needs one language of square footage. For agents, appraisers, assessors, insurance adjusters, any builders, architects, for everyone who reports square footage. So this appraiser, he, as loud as he could, told every realtor and appraiser, tax assessor, underwriter, mortgage lender, and anybody else he could get to listen all about these problems with square footage, quality, and real estate prices. And he really thought they would be so happy to hear this information. He wrote books about it, hundreds of articles, continuing education classes for agents and appraisers, and posted over 100 videos about this extraordinary topic and the power of price per square foot. Well, the tax inspector, and he goes out to inspect a home, it's for assessment purposes. They don't need precise square footage. In fact, they don't ever enter any house, which means they cannot confirm interior openings that are necessary to create accurate square footage totals, guys. It's an impossible task, and it's not their job to create precise square footage. They create an estimate of size for tax purposes only. Okay, what is a myth? A myth is a widely held but false belief or idea. Well, that's what we have here with this information. The real estate industry came up with this myth to help them, step back from liability of square footage and to try to help them stop measuring houses or being responsible for this square footage information. But from the beginning of the realtor, organization and the MLS, it's always been an agent's job to come up with accurate square footage, and that's how they price the house. The fact is, before you buy or sell a house, Don't rely on a myth. Learn the truth. It's so important to know the facts and not rely on a myth when it's time to buy or sell your home. Size does matter, and you got to make sure you get the facts and learn the true size of your home before you make any pricing decisions. Because in every residential transaction, I always say size does matter. Thanks for listening.